You are about to witness the very exciting story of a city and its people. It will be an adventure that will open new sights in familiar surroundings. It is a story of a city seeking new horizons in a resolute contest with great challenges. That city is Detroit, home of nearly 2 million people. Long before this land became a nation, Cadillac planted the colors of France on Detroit's shore. And thus began a rich and inspiring history which has brought Detroit to its finest hour, the today of which we are a part. Yes, Detroit is enjoying its finest hour. There is a renaissance, a rebirth in the city. There's a newness in Detroit.
The United States Olympic Committee has chosen Detroit, Michigan as its nominee for the 1968 Olympic Games. I want to assure you of the warmest and most cordial welcome in the United States.
Your committee is meeting here today because it has been claimed that Michigan and Detroit are financially unable to carry on a successful Olympiad. It's also a question of whether Detroit is capable of being a site, because it was claimed that Detroit and Michigan were not worthy to be considered. It would give Detroit and Michigan and the people and officials an undeserved black eye. It would injure us irreparably.
I am honored to be serving as mayor at this most eventful and productive period in Detroit's history. And I'm honored to be a participant in the Detroit story.
Big turtle on the fucking bus. Yeah,
hold it for a sec.
Look, turtle right there.
Cursive.
What is this? Okay. Oh, it's like
Grand Quarters. More Grand Boulevard now.
You find a lot of black and a lot of green. Mostly black.
We're at Club Paradise. And this is Paradise. We're doing a documentary on Detroit graffiti right now. So
oh, B-Town, baby, on the way.
Mushrooms, turtle wax. I don't see any footprints. Dead Crackhead is there though every time. On the big pieces, Dead Crackhead represents for some reason. What do you think he's out at?
It's tough to say. He's a slick one, but he's got to deal with us now. DEA, FBI, they ain't got nothing on him.
There's one in the Detroit main library.
See him? That's a stencil. See the cuts in him? Yeah. That's a stencil. Look, there's a turtle right there in the trash can.
I don't see any paint drips or anything. There's nothing on the snow. There's no footprints except ours.
We're looking for the guy who writes that behind you. Look behind you.
I know.
You know him?
Yeah. Hey, come here real quick.
I know who does all these signs.
Who?
The Turtle Man.
Who's the turtle man?
You don't know?
Well, he is on a bike. Very important here. Ride a bike. Then up top it says, no violence, no racism, no war. But look, TRDL, then there's two little turtle heads, like boink, boink.
Two guys, did you get that?
There's two guys in the station wagon.
What would they be doing out right now?
Look around for fresh shit right there.
Look at the turtle on top of the building up here.
Two of them.
That's ill.
Dude, he took it to the rooftops on that one.
He took it to the next level.
It's a dead crackhead. You've never seen the dead crackhead yet?
I thought that was the
Yeah, he's always up by a major turtle piece. We think he might be the same guy, yeah. He has a lot of figures like that everywhere. It's the same guy who writes the squirrel and probably the turtle are the same guy. Apparently, he tagged sculpture, but he also has the building right here. It could be more than one person, but I mean, we think it's one person. The style overall is very distinctive. He's just changing it to different lettering, and I think it's the same guy. I think it's one guy.
He drew two turtles together on top of each other.
Got freaky. I mean, some of his stuff is good, but it's just outlandish. He's going too far.
In Detroit, we got this turtle graffiti artist. I mean, you got turtles like all around the city.
Oh, turtle, after the turtle.
We got this guy called Turtle. I don't know who he is.
I seen the turtle.
What can you say to him? He done been all city.
That's the turtle. Represent the green bandana. Little T.
Everybody know who Turtle is.
To get everywhere and be everywhere, he did it.
But, you know, he's everywhere.
He's the champion. He won.
The turtle
tagger. The most controversial has obviously been this turtle guy. I mean, everyone's like, hey, turtle, you know, because no one really knows who he is.
The turtle got stuff everywhere. Yes, I love the turtle.
He or she or they.
It causes a big reaction.
News at 11.
The turtle guy, you've seen his handiwork.
It's caught people's attention more than most.
The turtle. Them turtles everywhere.
One night my brother was down that way near 3rd. He said it's a short, chubby white guy. He said he saw the guy one night.
Turtle.
Oh, he's renowned.
Just got a rap, no doubt about it.
He is the biggest tagger in the city of Detroit.
You gotta find out who is this guy.
And I noticed all these turtles around. I'm like, who is this person?
But that's a real phenomenon.
But I know it's one guy here, Turtle. There's a guy, he draw turtles everywhere. Man, I want to find out who this guy is. Turtle, I want to meet you, bro. Man, you everywhere, baby.
When I found out that he tagged sculpture in front of the Detroit Artist Market, that's when I really said, okay, this kid's got no respect. He's not an artist, he's a vandal.
About the graffiti art, they put a hit on my man head and all that. Fuck that. Hell no.
You know they got a reward off of that guy.
There's a bounty for the guy that put the bounty on the turtle, and I think I'm gonna take that up.
If it was up to me, I'd put my picture next to him, and you can give me the $1,000.
First time I saw a turtle thing, I think it was like turtle wax. I wasn't too affected by it. We'd comment, I'd be talking with friends, we'd comment about maybe it's a little too much, maybe it's a little, different people have different opinions about the quality of it. I only really got, affected me directly when it was on that sculpture. You can't even see it anymore. The first time I saw it, it was pretty strong right here. But they did it with red marker, but you could see it from like a certain light angle. Well, I think it's, what is it, at $1,000 right now? And it was, I put out a $200 and asked for matching funds to it. So I think New Center District Council matched it. Renaissance Investment Company might have matched it, a couple other people, and then some individuals, artists gave me, said, I'll put in 20 bucks here and 10 bucks there.
Who pays the reward? Like, say somebody brings the turtle in or turns them in.
I'd probably pay it, and it's me, it's not the artist market either. I also put it out as just myself.
Here's how the system works.
The city of Detroit is divided into police precincts. Each precinct is divided into scout car territories.
This is a sample of one of Detroit's turtle graffiti on apparently abandoned building. This is a nice big turtle. This department is trying to address quality of life, and turtle, in fact, is making graffiti art a quality of life crime. They gave me the assignment. I just went around and started looking. I was surprised that this guy was so prolific, and he didn't really care where he did his turtle work. I'm starting to see turtles at night. One of my officers, being jokingly, gave me a turtle pen. They've got a sign over my parking spot at the station saying I'm Turtle 60. And I get called, when I come into the station, it's, hey, Lieutenant Turtle. Fine, you're known as the Turtle. You know you're the Turtle. 4 or 5 other people know that you're the Turtle. Nobody else does. You're a mysterious, quote-unquote, mysterious figure in the night. You're basically a criminal.
I'm a reporter at the Free Press. I pretty much cover criminal justice. As well as crime and murder and mayhem and all that in Detroit. Basically, there's someone that's been going all over the city and putting these images of a turtle on abandoned buildings, signs, billboards, anywhere. We don't know who it is or who the people are, but if it's either one person or 2 or 10, who knows? We did a story about that, and just that they were looking for that guy or whoever's responsible for it. And I've never really paid attention to it until it was brought to our attention from the police. They were basically wanting some publicity that they want to find out who this guy is. Talked to the commander out in that 13th precinct, which is where most of it was happening. And they were like, yeah, we're trying to find this guy. And I talked to my editor, and he's like, yeah, that's a good story, but we should expand on it and just, talk about graffiti in general, turn it into kind of a centerpiece for our local section.
It's like not just a lifestyle to some kids. I mean, like, some people are so dedicated. We're going to be doing it for a while, long time. Turtle, like, he's at a point where he's getting up the most right now, and then you can only get up so much without getting busted. Like, and he's like going so hard that I think that he's got a really good chance of getting nabbed real soon. I shred through shit, but I know that there's a balance. Like, if you push it way too hard, you increase your chances of getting busted because your ass is out there more. That's gonna bring a lot of heat to the kids here. Because there was a while there, like, I was smashing shit regularly. Like, I'd fucking just go to cities all the fucking time. I still do that, but I mean, I got a lot more control of my life right now. Yeah, it can be addictive, but like, the reason why I slam shit so hard is I was going through a lot of personal problems and issues. The bullshit that you have to deal with in, like, graffiti art, it's probably only a small smidgen of the bullshit you'd have to put up with it in a gallery or a situation like that. And I've been invited to go into that before, by certain people who think it's the cool thing or whatever, get a graffiti writer to, go into a fucking gallery, team the beast or whatever. I don't know what the hell they're thinking, but it's not me. I don't hate on anybody who wants to go that route. I think that's good and that's cool, God bless them. But just with me, I'm very comfortable with what I'm doing.
We do this for the love, y'all. I hope it's love that we will get, trying to make $1. Out of dope phonics, 90% of y'all rappers ain't saying shit, better call it quits. Y'all don't know how to represent, where's your evidence of intelligence? Lyrical messages, laced with elegance. We do this for the love, y'all.
I thought you knew, it was even for the love when we fought your crew. We just grown folks doing what we got to do. Defending hip-hop, what you got to prove. Man, we in Detroit, it's one big factory town. We don't try to act hard.
Nice. It's good. I'm looking at their work, man. Speaks for itself. Detail, everything is uniform.
Ma got Eris from Ohio, I believe. Bunch of people, so it's basically like
a Detroit and Midwest collaboration.
The whole neighborhood is excited by it.
Genitalia on the wall before. I really found that.
I didn't know there was that on the wall.
You see that? Said the only bush worth fighting for.
TSR crew in the house.
Word.
Did you give a group of people the permission to spray paint on the building? Absolutely yes. And what's your name? Milan Franovic. Good enough for me, thank you.
What love got to do with it?
But yeah, if you got any problem with the police, just let me know. They're not gonna. They shouldn't bother you guys. You know, but there's been so much graffiti going on.
Oh yeah.
You know, just.
It seems like they're putting up art on the building, and that's why I stopped. As long as the owner says that it's okay for you guys to do it, then I have no complaints.
Spray can art is kind of like ballet. It's artful, it's beautiful, it's kind of like dancing. You're standing on your tippy toes. Yeah.
Really? That's funny because I think it's more along the lines of like gangster rap, man. So full fuck with you.
Bob Homont. I'm a clinical psychologist by training and education. I'm a full professor here at the university where I've been for 25 years now. I am currently the chairperson of the Department of Sociology and Criminal Justice. Criminologists generate all kinds of theories, you might say, to try to explain patterns of crime on a societal level. When you have a city whose population has had about a 50% decline over a 40-year period, renewal can take an area and change it, but it's not going to bring back those million people, so you're always going to have these abandoned spaces. There has been a general loss of population. Detroit probably the most dramatic example of that. One of the impulses in art is to force us to look at reality in a different way. So it's this blending of reality and non-reality and the breaking of the rules that is the whole point of art. And insofar as art is constructive, it's an attempt on the part of the human to master reality. So let's take the museum and put it on reality. So we'll convert reality into art. It's kind of the ultimate step. It's just one more way of challenging society, challenging myself, challenging everybody to look at this and say, why or why not?
They got guys from work release to come out and cut the grass to make it appear that it was lived in. This is a beautiful building, but it was actually just a weeded field in an abandoned building. They try to beautify it.
I'm just a driver, and I just supervise the crew. The crew could come out and get the graffiti off. Alternative Workforce Community Service from Wayne County. Mainly misdemeanor crimes and they have community service to do.
Can you tell me about what you guys are here for today?
Try to clean up Detroit a little bit. Painting over the graffiti and just pretty much spiffing up the area, this corner area.
They were caught spray painting on the back of the building at 2699 West Grand Boulevard.
Working on a mural for somebody?
At one point they were doing a mural at the 2nd Street laundromat. The owner of the laundromat had asked them to do the mural on the sides of this building.
Short little chase across 75, ran back across the railroad tracks. My partner was able to apprehend him on the other side, and we escorted them both back to the vehicle, did an inventory of the vehicle, and found 72 cans of spray paint.
72 cans of spray paint. I'm glad you got them. Maybe we'll get one or two of these other guys before we're done. We have today convicted Michael Welch from Wisconsin and Paul Alaga from California of malicious destruction of this building, a one-year misdemeanor, and they will be spending 60 days in the county jail. These two individuals came in from out of state, thought they could spray paint up buildings in the city of Detroit and that nobody would care. These guys go around much like a dog marking its territory and urinating on fire hydrants.
I think that it is an outlet for artistic talent, frankly.
Well, I think that graffiti really done within bounds is creative art, and sometimes artists express profoundly what people feel. So let's look for ways to lift our youth up, not for ways to lock them up and lock them out.
I do not understand why anybody would consider these guys artists in any way, shape, or form. They're not artists, they are criminals. And we are now going to make it clear we are going after the vandals who are spray painting the city with graffiti. We are going to go for jail time every single time. And when we get the Turtle organization, we've got spots for them at Jackson Prison. And that's where I intend to send them. And the $1,000 reward for the Turtle organization still stands.
He's probably sending that message more via the media to the citizenry as a whole, trying to, in some ways, demonize this guy so as to minimize copycats.
There are a couple of issues here that really are outrageous. I mean, first of all, you can't put an organization in prison. What he's suggesting is that anybody associated with this organization has committed a crime, and that would violate the First Amendment right to association. Individuals are allowed to belong to an organization or work at an organization, and he can't just automatically assume that everybody associated with it is a criminal.
I would be more inclined to think of any organization being a very informal, ad hoc sort of thing.
You think it should be a felony and people should go to Jackson Prison?
Well, my guess is you're not going to go to Jackson Prison for spraying a bridge.
It's certainly appropriate for the prosecutor to say that his goal is to get the guy incarcerated. With that as your goal, bracket that a little bit. Wait till you catch the guy. Once you catch the guy, then we'll do a pre-sentence investigation, and maybe we'll figure out what his motivation was and what he was really doing and whether or not he can be controlled in some maybe less drastic way than spending $30,000 a year to lock him up now.
My guess is that he would say that channeled in the right area, it would be perfectly appropriate.
So from here on out on the graffiti, they get the A-team. I'm sure that they never expected a deputy chief of trials, Chris Coyle, who normally handles murder cases and high-profile cases. But when he shows up, it tells the bench that we are taking it extremely seriously. And Chris, this has been your biggest case of the year, hasn't it?
Yeah.
All right.
He looks like a little pussy with his curly hair. I'll knock that fool out. He was trying to be cool, like, hey man, I'm cool, I'm down with you guys, man. Fuck you, dog. See you out there, man. I'll fucking blow your shit out.
What about the graffiti on either side of the coop? Do you know who that belongs to yet?
Yeah, and hopefully in a few weeks we'll bring it back here and we'll lock those guys up too. We're working on it.
If these guys were from Detroit, would you give them the same punishment?
Yeah, we're gonna punish everybody. I don't care where they live. If you trash the city, we're gonna come down hard on you. All right, thank you all very much.
Could you explain a little bit about the dead crackhead comment that you made in the Free Press? You stated that the dead crackhead was a place that people could go and buy crack. It was on 8 Mile by the fairgrounds.
That wasn't me.
This is the front page of the Free Press quoted you.
Didn't quote me on dead crackhead. I don't know about dead crackhead. Must have been somebody else.
Do you know any other crime related with this graffiti besides just vandalism?
Okay. All right. Hey, thank you very much.
Hey, thank you.
Yep.
No, there is. Oh, hi, how are you?
Where's he Old Hilton Hotel at Grand Circus Park. There's a turtle about the size, half the size of that building.
I saw read in the newspaper, I guess they contracted the guys to
come do the graffiti, and they continue to do graffiti all over the city. It's saying that the Wayne County prosecutor considered them criminals. You know, I think they gave them 60 days in jail. Well, graffiti, man, is never a good thing. You know what I mean? It's somebody else around them scrawling, you know what I mean? But then art is in the eye of the beholder. You know, you see graffiti on the freeways. How do they get up that high to do the graffiti on the freeway? You know, that's a serious commitment to some graffiti, you know what I'm saying? But if I could trouble you for a cigarette, please.
They're just fucking flexing their muscles, trying to sound like they're making a difference. You know, a couple months from now, there probably won't even be any concern for graffiti.
I think they're just trying to make Detroit seem like they're doing something about a problem when it's not even the biggest problem.
You know, they made a big deal about it, man. To me, it was bullshit, because it's something that they shouldn't even arrest me for. At the worst, they should have told him, look, man, you can't do that. Let him go about his business. It was all on the news, on the newspaper, man. I read several articles about it.
Granted, there are things you have to do to make the city look nicer and not just clean up some fucking artwork.
Yeah, a lot of people shook, but just gotta keep creeping.
It's a form of art. Anybody that's against art and creativity, man, fuck them.
To me, what he was doing, man, he taking something that looked toe up and making it beautiful. If you could take a building and beautify it with some artwork, man, what's wrong with that?
They lock a couple kids up for a little bit, you know, fucking hit a couple kids with some charges, and then, you know.
And they do got people scared, because bombing was hot at the beginning of the year, man. Right up until they did that, I was bombing every night.
There are those, for example, just recently in the Detroit newspapers, I read where there were two people, and interesting enough, from outside the city of Detroit. I think I read that they were from California. I don't know how you can cry for help in Detroit if you're from California, Wisconsin, by coming in and providing graffiti upon the backgrounds in which they did it, whether it happens to be a freeway system or a house or a building or whatever the case may be.
What they've gathered as far as evidence and information to put my man Coop and Aries behind bars is all they really have. They know who's up with Coop, so I guess we'll go for them next. That sort of mentality, but I don't think they really have a true understanding of any type of networking.
Oh, I think everybody's been shook up by it. It stopped me a lot. This was supposed to be a summer where I got up big, but because of the whole Vandal Squad thing and what's going on, it kind of put everybody on the shelf for a little bit.
Live in Detroit, Ray Saya, Channel 7 Action News. There's an unmistakable character about the city and its people because they have struggled. They've overcome a lot. So from that standpoint, it's a very special city with very special people.
Now, being the hip-hop mayor,
right,
as people refer to you, do you think there should be a little bit of leniency towards some of these artists here in the city where they could have a commissioned wall or some place to go or some
I don't think there should be any leniency. Let me start with that. What I think there should be, that's I think two-part question, is an engagement between some of the people who are true graffiti artists that want an opportunity to show their work. We would love to talk to them about places that they can do that.
We were trying to hook up with Archer to do this back then. And, you know, before we even got a chance to get a hold of him, he was out of office. You got Kilpatrick in, and I've called his office personally probably 6 to 8 times and never had a return call.
You know, I came home one day when I lived on Leslie, just off Dexter, and somebody had spray painted and put graffiti on the side of my house. I was pissed. There was no leniency in my mind.
So I've tried to take it legally to the next level, and if he's not going to help in the situation, it's just going to progressively get worse.
Kwame Kilpatrick says, oh, well, real true graffiti art. What the fuck does he know about a real true graffiti artist isn't out here to make you happy. He's like Public Enemy. He wants to make something that's so fucking far from what you are comfortable to that it makes you pissed off.
I think it has nothing to do with the hip-hop generation. It has nothing to do with what music you listen to. It's disrespectful and it's criminal in the way that people go about doing it.
He might not even see beatboxing as an element of hip-hop.
Right.
You know? And obviously that's the way he feels about graffiti. He's wrong. And I'd love to tell him that.
But I never really met a half hip hop head or something. Like, yeah, I like rap, but graffiti.
Right.
You know, I ain't never, you know what I'm saying, heard that. Like, I love b-boying, but rapping,
Right.
you know,
that's
crazy.
Graffiti is, you know, modern day hieroglyphics, you know what I'm saying? It's art, something that will go down in history, and it's the voice of a generation. Hip-hop, baby.
But those people who really have a craft and an art, we would love to engage and do something with them in the city.
You got a lot of cities like France where you can get government endowments to do graph work. The government supports that kind of artistry.
You might be able to contain it in certain places by maybe putting up legal walls and shit like that, but you'll never get rid of it.
Graffiti is defiance to the fullest, and people who aren't willing to defy, you know what I'm saying, are conforming graffiti.
They can try to stop it, but it's like anything, man. It's like the war on drugs. You can't stop it. You can try, you can pump a bunch of money into it so it looks like you're doing something, but you ain't never gonna stop it. Oh, it's in our blood. We just do this shit.
It started local in Warren. And all those people were looking for him and stuff, and they never caught up with him. They started saying it was an Asian gang, and because he, you know, wastes the Asian writing and stuff sometimes. He really just, you know, goes off by himself and does all that on his own. He's really antisocial. One of my friends modeling the turtle. There's no significance to the turtle. I think it's just his views on, like, the people around here, growing up here and whatever. I think that's where the crackhead stuff comes from. The guy PJ actually grew up with him around the block. I guess he did an interview with him on camera. It was like a couple hours long. All our friends, you know, that knew him, and I just say, you know, these people are looking for him, and they're just like, what? Why?
I'm calling to check to see if a gentleman, Ron or Carl Schurz, still lives there. Ron, when did he move out? A month ago. Do you know where he moved?
So what did he say?
He moved out a month ago. He said, are you the police? I said, no. He said, anybody else come by looking for him? And he says, no. We gotta go get on it right now. All right, let's go. This is where he lived like a month ago. I wonder which apartment he lived in, like 302. It's probably this one up here. Look, Carl.
What's that say?
It says, hi, Carl. Call me at 371. He must live in 301. Are we talking about the same Carl? Carl Schurz? Blonde guy? Carl Jeter. Okay. A white kid? Oh, okay. Cool, thanks. All right, bye. Not the right Carl.
Really?
It said Carl Jeter.
What's that for people?
Should put this back.
It was cake, it's time, you know. It's the dirtiest jail. Someone needs to come clean this bitch. There's roaches all over.
I'm fucking glad to be out, and like I hope Dugan fucking gets what he wanted. I hope he fucking becomes mayor, because he used me as a stepping stool to get that achieved, so God bless him.
Everybody in Wayne County Jail can lick these nuts. My boy's up there, dog.
There's mine, right up there.
Hey man, they screwed me. It came at the wrong time. What can I say, man? You know what I mean? What can I say? Wrong place, wrong time, wrong city, I guess.
Since there was no conviction, they couldn't put us on probation. So I was all worried about my probation.
He's on the phone.
So I lucked the fuck out, dude. I took a picture of him when he was painted once and they developed it. But they said, like, in the subpoena, they said, we know who Army is, which could be bullshit, but they said, like, we know who Army is, and basically, I got to sit down with Army and talk to him about it. Like, basically, like, it would probably be a really good idea for Army to leave town for a while.
Yeah, man, Cooper saying we should have got out the city. Like, he thought it was that bad. I was spooked for like a couple months, like a month. I don't think anything's gonna happen. It's like, they're gonna come get you the next week. It's like, oh shit, gotta get out of the city.
We wanted to definitely follow up, find out where else they did, if these markings they were doing are other places, got statements from people they knew, people that they were supposedly visiting. Yeah, we did everything we could to find out exactly how far this went, who they were, if they were, and how big it was. And sure enough, it ended up being that these guys were pretty major graffiti artists and had done a lot of things around the city in some very hard to get to places, and they're from out of town.
The thing that did bother me was the continuously harassment of my girlfriend, the media attention, bouncing me in and out of there, and just being an overall fucking assholes. Of course, like, their objective was to catch Turtle, and guess what? They haven't caught him yet. And I really hope that they never do.
They took it out on you.
Oh, I don't care.
People like Coop, who was arrested in areas, are the same thing. They're all over the place with these tags coming in from out of town and doing it.
Like, Dugan was just a politician who's, like, trying to get elected mayor, and he's doing, like, what a lot of other politicians like Giuliani and other people have done. Prostitution, do sweeps. You know, homeless, do sweeps. Graffiti, bust one guy doing graffiti, throw it in the media. It's really easy. And, like, people will see that he had this fucking effect, but he forgot that, like, or he didn't realize that Detroit isn't like New York or any of these other cities. I did my 60 days and he fucking fucked with me and did all his shit in the media. And I hope that, you know, when he goes up there, and I believe Dugan's white, he's white, right?
Yeah.
When he goes up there and he doesn't get elected because he's fucking white, and there's no fucking white prosecutor ever gonna get elected in Detroit. Give me a fucking break. Like, a white prosecutor trying to get elected mayor in Detroit? Yeah, right. Why don't you just fucking go up there and say, hey, I'm Hitler's brother.
We're out. Nice, Nico.
Marlene.
My little boy. I decided to help these guys because they're cool guys. I would walk by after work and see the work they were doing on the laundromat, a big mural. It was beautiful. And I read that they were locked up, and I couldn't believe it. Makes Detroit look like idiots once again.
We were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. The police went to get gas, and we just happened to be there. If we would have been there 15 minutes later, we would never got in trouble. It came back to me, fuck it, I got in trouble. You know, whatever. If I keep doing it, I'm gonna get in trouble again.
Well, the ACLU was founded in the 1920s to defend the Bill of Rights. Obviously, the First Amendment is one of the most important, because if you don't have the right or the ability to speak your opinion, then many of those other rights become meaningless. So the government can't say, we don't like that message, and then censor it based on that. One of the questions that enters into this about how people can express themselves is whether or not the way in which they are expressing themselves destroys public property. I think the treatment of these men certainly has gone too far. Doing graffiti on the side of buildings should not be a crime. I don't think our criminal laws were ever meant to prosecute this kind of activity. An investigative subpoena is a power that belongs to the local prosecuting agency, and it is meant to try to uncover criminal activity. They're misusing their powers and misusing state law by trying to force one person who is unlawfully being prosecuted to name other people. These laws that the prosecutor is relying on are laws that were intended to get real criminals, mob bosses, to try to uncover drug-related networks, not artists.
Yeah, he lived right around the block from me. We met in 4th grade, and I think the first time that I saw him, he was skateboarding. I just moved back home. This is my mom's house from living with my girlfriend for 4 or 5 years, and Carl just showed up out of nowhere, you know, and I still called him by his given name at the time. That's when he told me that his, you know, new name was Carl, spelled with CK. The real reason that Turtle happened is because he found all this industrial tape, which I can show you, like one of the first 10 turtles ever created. That. He found rolls and rolls of that. He decided to draw them on those, you know, by the hundreds and by the thousands, and he'd pass them out to people. So really, it wasn't just him putting them everywhere, it was everybody putting them everywhere.
I used to get sheets, like white sheets of just plain, you know, sticker, and cut them up and draw whatever on them.
As far as Turtle goes, how can you bust one person when that one person is composed of more than one individual? Turtle's not just one person, everybody knows that.
And Warren, he had the cops on that right away. Like, they were already, you know, all these theories about a Chinese gang and this and that.
Aside from the legends and the fact that, you know, I hear from other writers that Turtle's more than one person, it just seems glaringly obvious that it has to be more than one person.
As it sits right now, the turtle that's destroying right now, it's one guy, and I feel very strongly that it has to be one guy.
I turned and I saw that she had a spray can out, and I didn't pay too much attention until when I came back a couple days later. There's a huge turtle. So I concluded that maybe she is Turtle.
Now, I don't think Turtle's one person, and I don't think he's from out of town.
I mean, I've heard all these theories and stuff that it was started by one other person, and then another person just got on it and fucking rolled with it.
You know, and I do believe that you'd be capable of getting that much stuff spread all over Detroit that fast, because you got a guy who does nothing but ride around on his bike all day and do this.
The climate is kind of sketchy because, you know, because of Turtle and a lot of the really high profile hits that have been going down, there's a lot of heat coming down, and a lot of heat that wasn't present in years past.
There was certainly advance notice that there was going to be a crackdown on graffiti.
If they catch you doing one and they know who you are, they're going to fucking fry your ass. And a good example is Coop. You know, Coop got popped.
The Wayne County prosecuting attorney, Michael Duggan, who is in and around the community, heard it. People hear it. People don't want it.
They're trying to pull a Metro Giuliani. You know, Detroit Metro Giuliani.
So when they catch them, you're going to be punished.
It's beyond just stopping you from doing the piece now. Now they want to make an example out of you so that other kids are nervous.
My time in Detroit was beautiful. That's the best city to paint in ever. You walk down Woodward Avenue in wintertime, and you know there's smoke coming out all the manholes, but that's your coverage right there. I remember just like standing in between two manholes that were 20 feet apart, and when you're standing there like that, like one car comes every 3 minutes, and you're guarded, and no one can see you for like miles can't see you till they get right next to the smoke of the manhole. So you're totally covered, and you know there's a car coming, so you just stop.
Just go back to the crib. I mean, we just gotta get lucky and bump into him. I mean, that's all I think. Look at that. It's new. It's brand new.
What's it say?
It says the anti-graffiti, and now that's fresh. He put a little caption up there. That's like last night. Tonight. That's a day or two old. Then he walked over here. Maybe he's walking down these alleys. Don't get too far away from the car.
She tried to steal a car? That was crazy. She was trying to steal a car. You're right, don't get too far away.
She's calling for that dude.
Turtle right there too. We can't go now. We're too close.
If he did a piece over here, he would like park back here. So that's green. He used white there. So he had a green can and a white can at least with him. So he's probably moving up this way to do a green and white piece somewhere.
We're so close. Just when you think you're gonna go home, those other pieces pop up. It just seems like now's the time.
To a board, I will protect. A word remindful of the days when knights wore armor to defend their walled cities against invaders. Today there are no walled cities, but the word to a board is still a living word for the guardians of your city, the men of the Detroit Police Department. Here are men experienced in every phase of police work, men familiar with the workings of the law, men who are proud of their heritage.
We're here to see Lieutenant Simon, commander of the
He's in another meeting, but come on with me.
Okay.
Take in some commander. Commander Higgin.
Good. How you doing?
Very good.
Good.
How are you, Commander?
Good. How you doing?
Pleasure to meet you.
Lieutenant Simon, though. Okay, that they're here. Well, we got the Department of Justice in here. We're under scrutiny right now.
Detroit Police Department is under a whole lot of heat with 17 officers getting indicted, getting federal investigation, you know. Your boy Dugan basically needed something for some quick publicity.
So they are in here doing some interviews regarding to our procedures. Some of the things that we were doing right and wrong, whatever.
Wanted to sprinkle some fucking sequence on a piece of dookie.
They're taking up quite a bit of our time right now. Come on in. Can you break away, John?
Yeah, we're still talking about that 24-hour.
It's like, look what I'm doing. We're doing our job, you know. We're not corrupt cops. We're looking out for the greater interest for the citizens of Detroit.
Of course, you met him, right, Lieutenant Simon?
Yeah.
We call him the turtle.
He mentioned that to us.
Okay. We have discovered that our entire city is being really marred up, you know, with this graffiti. We're trying to become a world-class city, and the last thing you want to do is have all types of graffiti all over your city. And right now we got things like the Super Bowl coming in here.
So much shit got fucked up during the riots and no one did nothing about it. There's no fucking restoration. Like now all of a sudden the Super Bowl's coming up and hurry, 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 make the city look good. And they're just trying to point the finger at us.
I mean, right here, right now, this mayor and this administration are absolutely committed to no abandoned buildings in the greater downtown area.
Why not throw up on a building that's abandoned and burnt down? You know, the city ain't taking care of it no way. It's just standing there.
Really want to clean up the city, get rid of the fucking abandoned buildings, you know what I'm saying? That'll limit our palette. We'll be able to paint on some shit, you know, but they don't.
Plus the business owners and the people that are trying to sell their properties. That's got to be cleaned up before they can even sell their properties.
Well, in this whole issue, it goes past just simple graffiti.
Right.
It's just all about the redevelopment and gentrification of the city or the neighborhoods, right, and the pushing out of the artists that made it attractive in the first place.
We're talking about a community, an area, that there's over $1 billion worth of construction going on. And we have lofts, we have condos, there's 3 new high schools going up. We're destroying a city that's struggling to get back to world class.
They just cut down on us and leave the fucking buildings there. What's worse, an abandoned building sitting on your fucking property, or an abandoned building with some colorful fucking letters on it?
At one time, Detroit was really viable,
Yeah, I remember.
thriving. You're from Detroit, you know what I mean. Yeah. The prosecutor is joining in with us. He's very excited about the fact that we're finally doing something. I overheard some people talking about it. They said they finally got this turtle guy. They thought we had the turtle, when there wasn't. It was Welch and the other guy.
Initially, when the turtles started getting really prolific, the rumors were that, oh, this is a new type of crack. This is when the turtle was turned over on his back with the X's on his eyes.
And then you had the other one, the
dead crackhead.
Dead crackhead. Now, that was definitely a drug connotation that you would think that maybe this is drug related, you know, that type of thing. It looks like a cat. You would think this was a type of drug that somebody was trying to advertise.
Yeah.
We'll let you guys get back to it.
Show you something back on my desk. Okay. Oh, I showed you the turtles all over my desk. We're busy.
You're busy?
Yeah, Marcus.
He had a sorter.
Is the turtle? Yeah. Marcus Conner, he's our assigned prosecutor here.
Okay. Yeah. Who are you?
Tony Smith.
Tony Smith?
Yeah.
Were these guys who were at the scene on the one thing?
Yeah.
I thought maybe I'd heard, no, I was saying that you guys might actually have some information. If we catch Turtle in the act, someone catch him doing that, you would be able to go and show all the other places they've done that, aggregate the amounts it would cost to repair that, and charge them for that malicious destruction count.
Don't worry, I'm not a real criminal, I'm just a graffiti artist.
Don't worry about it. That's why we're doing the story.
I've already made a map of all the spots, and I'll paint over all of them in one day. I'm planning on leaving on Wednesday, but what I'm really trying to do is hook up, like, I'm doing a bunch of murals in the city and then getting paid for them before I leave, so I won't be totally in debt.
Is there a requirement for color?
No, they just said clean it up.
To cover it with.
They just said clean these spots up. They didn't even say how or what or whatever.
Why was Michael told to go paint over the graffiti? Why didn't they just move the trailer out? Get it off the streets. It shouldn't have been there in the first place. Get to the root of the problem. Don't fabricate stuff for Michael to do, for God's sake.
We all have a lot of questions for Mike. Why does he do this? You know, why public places? Why not canvas and galleries?
You know, when we first discussed what the turtle was and what it was all about, it was just a way to get like a brand out there. When I read about the stuff that people are saying about it, like, it's got some kind of philosophical meaning, you know, about the city. It couldn't be farther from the truth. It was the most random thing you could possibly imagine, that turtle coming about. Carl's the type of guy who would ride a bike everywhere.
Yo, what up? You see some white? Yeah, we're cool. We're cool on that. We're looking for some white dude on a bike.
On a bike?
Yeah.
Help me out with $3, man.
We can't help you, man.
Y'all can buy me a coney or something real quick. Can y'all buy me a coney, dog?
We're looking for somebody.
I ain't even see no white kid on a bike.
See a white guy on a bike around here at all? Huh? See a white guy on a bike at all?
You gonna pay me?
No, no.
Hey, let me get a smoke for one of y'all. Give me $3, man. I'm trying to get
Oh,
home,
come on.
I gotta walk.
Everybody looking for $3.
I gotta walk way.
See a white dude on a bike around here? Thank you, sir.
What we got here? A couple hookers. Pimping a hooker.
It'd be funny if Turtle lives in a van. You know what I'm saying?
In a van?
It'd be funny if some shit like that is taking place.
What's going on, buddy? Well, I was just painting over graffiti. You know, we knew when we did it. We knew, like, we're like, oh fuck, this is gonna be the sickest shot. I remember when we did this was the thing we did right before we got busted. I remember we were up here just so pumped. We're like, yeah, that's the best shot.
Yeah. The list that they want you to do? And they gave this to you, or did you help them compile this list?
Oh no, the prosecutors came up with it themselves.
Really?
Yeah,
Somebody from the prosecutor's office spent
Yeah,
all the
but
time
this-
driving around finding all of
This ain't. These graffiti artists think that Detroit is so lawless that they can just come into Detroit and destroy property and this. And it's like, dude, you guys got lucky, you know? Yeah, you busted me, I did my time, whatever, but, you know, fucking Detroit is a shithole. And the cops even said, like, tons of times when we were getting bolted around and shit like that, that there's a bullshit charge and they don't even care about it, it's all the prosecutor. And I'm sure it really damaged the community. The abandoned building doesn't look right next to all the other 17 that are in a block radius.
Oh, man, perfect. Oh, that's beautiful.
I think there's interest in it because it just seems so ironic, you know? I mean, it would be different if he was scaring people or hurting people or damaging people.
So this is the neighborhood, then?
Yep. It's right over here. That one. One we passed. Purple car. Now you'll notice on every stop sign there is a tag. See those? Ripped off to the point where you don't see the turtle anymore, but there used to be a turtle there. Every stop sign had one of those damn turtle stickers on it.
Hey.
How you doing?
Good, how are you doing?
Where's Aaron?
Aaron's up in the office.
If that's the one you're going to use for the pamphlet or whatever. It would be cool if you could do something inside.
Oh, gee, I don't got nothing to do, man. Nothing to do. Then I'll start drawing a sketch up tonight. And like I said, the O is going to be a badge. And also, I know on the side of it, on one side I want to put like the 3 prosecutors that were involved in the case and the 2 inspectors. And then on the other side I want to put, I thought of the quote earlier, the beauty of art and swift justice is in the eye of the beholder.
When you print the individuals, you mean you print their name or you print
just
their
their
figures?
names.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks, Aaron. Only in Detroit do you like fucking get busted and become a celebrity. Don't fucking understand it. Like I said a long time ago, man, Detroit is the field of dreams for graffiti.
Oh my god, that's them. Holy shit. He's on another level now. New characters. Awesome. I wonder, you know, I'd really like to talk to him. There's like a part of me that thinks it might be a copycat.
To the top, your top, nah, stop, 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 to the top, your top, nah, stop, to the top, your top, nah, stop, yeah, stop, to the top, your top, nah, stop, to the top, your top, nah, stop, your top, to the top, your nah, stop, to the top, your top, nah, stop, your top, to the top, your nah, stop.
Sleek physique off the tweak off Phillies, born in the streets where niggas get pepper sprayed at Billy, smoke on 9 millis, keep hoes hot and juice silly, don't be silly. I represent the moat, it's my city. Niggas ready to pull bullshit, the mic is what I do it with. Pockets filled with zigzag paper, suits extended by gators, tables and faders, play dealers, laters, haters, paraders.
Before the jail and everything happened, I was never willing to fucking do anything in a gallery. And now that there's $700 involved, am I gonna sell my soul basically out? When, and in fact, like, I question, like, the whole situation. Like, Aaron isn't really, like, you know, he's a cool guy and everything, but is he even picking me to do this because of my art? He doesn't even give a fuck about my art. He's doing it to save face in the art community because he put money up. I'm gonna go talk to Aaron, and like just the realistic, like, looking at it, like, Aaron's doing it, like, why is Aaron doing it?
With Coop, he's not painting on a canvas and showing him in a gallery. He's printing a billboard out on the exterior of the gallery. But he is being recognized in an exhibition at a gallery, which, that's different. Beauty of art and swift, fair justice is in the eye of the beholder. I think that he probably has a lot to say for what he's been through. And, you know, if you got artists that have a lot to say, it's good to let them say it.
This is the precinct that arrested him, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's the precinct that arrested him, but I got the reaction of the guy that does all the graffiti investigation right now. His nickname is Lieutenant Turtle.
Yeah, his color combinations are really nice.
I don't know. Hey, I picked that up in Rio.
You gotta check this out.
Take a look at it. They allowed him to do that? Yeah. We don't write the laws. I don't care. They allowed him to put it up. I have no gripe with him. That's his feelings. Hey, we didn't do anything that we weren't supposed to do. What they don't understand is, from this station, from the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office, we are neutral parties. We have a mandate, which is law. If you violate the mandate, then you expect to be arrested.
If you violate the law, then you must expect to pay the price for it. And if that's your price for your artistic design and what you want to do, then when you get caught, you pay the price.
If you don't like the law, you can demonstrate, you can petition, use the law, get it changed.
If Jeremy Harvey isn't the turtle, then he's the lowest form of life on this face of Earth. It's like a plagiarist. He's just totally stealing that kid or ladies or man's artwork. There's that low scumbag right now.
Yeah. How you doing, Jeremy?
Pleasure.
All right. This Expo, this is kind of a summer show. We're trying to build this up like what they have in Vegas and LA. And it's just like an erotic porno convention. I mainly do erotic art, stuff like that. My favorite one is I did a whole show where the paintings were assholes, but you couldn't tell until you got up to them. They put me towards this one. Okay. It's my favorite piece. My poser. I started like about 2 months ago. It was kind of just, I just did it just kind of to be a dick. Because I always thought like that was the guy's goal, was to make shirts or just to market the thing. It's like a fluke. I did the shirt just to be a dick. I thought it was funny and it took off. I had no idea. I had no idea what I was getting into, and now it's like, it's selling crazy. It's kind of like stealing a drug dealer's stash. They really can't do much to you. No one likes the turtle. You know, I know people that want to break their legs. I love graffiti myself. I'm very into the dead crackheads. I fucking love them to death. I hate the turtle. I just think it's like I always said, it's like Detroit getting syphilis.
Detroit's manufacturing vision, its automotive genius, is matched by its cultural activities too. The Detroit Institute of Arts houses many of the world's most famous paintings and sculpture.
I mean, the Detroit Institute of Arts is one of this country's greatest art museums, one of the great collections, and it's not an exaggeration to say in the world. If your definition of a work of art is a pretty design, or if something mildly expressive, then it might qualify with that. But if your definition of great art is something that changes the way that people see the world, then I think graffiti has a long way to go. The real problem that I and many, many other people have with graffiti is its clandestine and destructive nature. The question is, what is he or they or whatever, what are they trying to do? Why are they doing this? Why are they perpetually they're playing this kind of game of hide and seek?
There's probably a dozen different, at least, interpretations as to why someone picked a turtle. It may be that turtle has a characteristic he likes, such as the hard shell, which basically is a kind of a strength, a kind of a shield that says, I am strong despite the fact that I'm not a threat.
There was a turtle by the name of Bert, and the turtle was very alert. When danger threatened him, he never got hurt. He knew just what to do. He ducked and covered.
Be sure and remember what Bert the Turtle just did, friends, because every one of us must remember to do the same thing. That's what this film is all about. Duck and cover. Hey, Bert, come on out and meet all these nice people, please. All right. When there's danger, this is the way he keeps from being hurt. Sometimes it even saves his life.
Obviously, something about drawing turtles appealed to the person who started this. What I don't know is how many different individuals have been involved in drawing turtles. I mean, we might have to get down to analyzing brushstrokes, the way experts tell whether an art figure has been forged or not.
The reason that works in the graffiti case to aggregate the totals is you can show that that person has a distinct tag that's just his, that he has done, and it's a style. And if you needed to, you could bring in an art expert possibly to prove that.
If we assume that most of the turtles have been drawn by the same person, suggesting a kind of compulsive repetition, the pathological theory would be that having done it once, it satisfied some emotional need to make a mark, challenge people, get attention, what have you, that having satisfied the need this way, give me a rest of a few days and the need starts reasserting itself, and so I just go do the same thing again and again and again.
If this kid walked around and said, my name's Turtle all fucking day, nobody would give a shit. Now everybody knows this guy, Turtle. Everybody in the fucking city knows who he is.
Everything that every graffiti writer ever wanted to do, he's done.
Yeah, he's got the
that's what you want, is you want to get your name up and you want people to recognize you. And instead of doing a fucking 4-letter name that looks like a bunch of scribbles to the normal public, he figured out a way to get noticed even more. You know, people hate on him and say he's not real graffiti and he ain't this and he ain't that, but he's out there killing shit, and he's the one that they're searching for.
Over the past 2 years, man, this kid has been getting up, and I think it's great, man. He's got a personal vendetta against his city, and he's doing his thing, man. Somebody gave him a fat cap and some paint, and that motherfucker, he mastered that turtle.
And in this instance, there's a design apparently that looks like or has an appearance of a turtle, at least to the persons who have labeled it turtle graffiti, or whatever the case may be. They put it wherever they feel that they want it to be. And when they get caught, and most certainly they will, they're going to be prosecuted.
He just told us to walk back. Hello, Lieutenant Simon just told us to come back. Wow, my heavens.
One thing I like to do is to tell you about that sign outside. You know, the guy, Welsh, he did that, and it was supposed to show that he got the message. The sign obviously is that he didn't get the message. If he had gotten the message, he wouldn't have done that and put their names up there and made that statement that art and swift and fair justice is in the eye of the beholder. Those individuals there had nothing to behold. what would stop us from ordering that thing taken down? It's obvious that he didn't get the message. It's up there to get our goat.
Yeah, there be no men here, baby. Mr. Mac. Oh, woo! Yes, sir. Yeah, dog is going let's down. Go! Listen. Hey, big note, they got me in here, man. It's been a long time coming. Had to beat the block and stay hot for y'all. It's quiet, put it on the black big feet. Where you at, baby? The wait is over, ain't no stopping, dog. It's been a long time coming. Had to bleed the block and stay hot for y'all. It's been a long time coming. The wait is over, ain't no stopping, dog. Listen.
3 a.m. September 11th. On the search for the infamous turtle. Again, fuck. I can't get any sleep.
This here is for the hustler and thug in you. To be honest, the king of the harbor, the best in the game. Fuck rap, y'all lames need to invest in some cane. Fuck that, still thinking on testing me, man. Knowing I dump raps heavily, dog. Death in the rain. Supreme, my team is hot. We the cream of the crop. We bleed the block consistently, y'all needs to stop. It's me or not a LC dot, not a boozing bambino. No, you not a struggle, y'all can't stop it, big C.
What do you think would happen if we saw him? It's gonna be like, yo, what's up, dude? Hey, come here.
It's gonna be like, yo, let's talk about this.
Think he's gonna run?
Probably. Or he'll just act like, yo, who the fuck are you, kinda. When he sees the camera, he'll know. He should know. If he doesn't, then we'll let him know. Listen, you're a star in our film.
Kills me, I'm very close to the depth, and yes, I get filled. It's been a long time coming. Had to bleed the block and stay hot for y'all. It's been a long time coming. The wait is over, ain't no stopping, dog. It's been a long time coming. Had to bleed the block and stay hot for y'all. It's been a long time coming. The wait is over, ain't no stopping, dog. Listen, since I wanna provoke the issue against your man, I just throw pistols and tissues and hit your man. Text block, sports, dynamite, sticks and vans.
At this point, I'm curious where he's at. I'm curious what mode he's in, or if he's changed. I wouldn't play it this way. It's too risky. I just don't see how he can make it work without becoming a martyr. If he fucking listened to me, I'd get him on a plane and get him the hell out. Probably go with him.
Hey, babe.
What are you doing now?
I'm packing up.
You got transferred?
You got transferred.
I can't believe you're leaving.
Oh, hey, here it is, right here.
What? You combed your hair. You must have got transferred.
I like the work, and I like the people, but I'm transferring. I put that request for transfer in a long time ago.
What's gonna go on with this investigation? I mean, are you still gonna be in charge of this investigation?
I have no idea. It depends on what the city does as far as the graffiti. I most likely they'll assign it to somebody else. I've done my job, and whatever else they do, they do.
If you guys got the turtle, did you catch him?
The turtle isn't one person. I mean, initially he started off as one person, but there are a lot of other people that are claiming to be the turtle. I really don't care. They care if we ever catch the turtle.
There was a book that was published some time ago called Broken Windows.
So they call it the broken windows theory.
In this case, the so-called broken windows theory is probably the most applicable.
And folks who were working on this project took two cars. One car they put in one neighborhood, and they deliberately broke the window of the car.
These every little bits of misconduct added up to all kinds of signs of deterioration in various neighborhoods.
The other they parked in another neighborhood, car completely in good shape.
If you don't pay attention to little things, that eventually it creates an atmosphere that things will be tolerated.
Went back a couple of days later, the car with the broken window was just torn apart. They went back to where the good car was, and the good car was fine. But then they broke the window on it, and they went back several days later, and the same thing occurred.
The police procedural response to the broken windows theory, we're going to have no tolerance for any kinds of rule breaking or public disorder. We're going to clean up everything neighborhood by neighborhood by neighborhood.
Graffiti. Once you allow one building to get marred and marked up, it becomes just a thing that's going to grow and grow and grow throughout the city.
And you allow it to just go unabated, it sort of sends the message that you can do what you want and nobody cares.
If I'm the one getting away with petty disorder, the message is, well, is there a limit here?
So he's not the type of guy who gives a shit. That's why he's out there doing this stuff when no one else wants to do it. Imagine that you just don't give a fuck, that you're so pissed off that it's like, okay, come and arrest me, fuck you.
Take my turtle. I gotta take my refrigerator, my microwave.
So this is your last official day?
Last official day.
When he came over my house that day, it was just, I couldn't believe it. So the first thing I did was grab my movie camera and put it on him, and I said, tell me what you've been doing, you know, and I basically interviewed him and asked him, you know, what he was doing for the past 4 years, and he told me the story.
Alright, the second time I got arrested, it was like a fucked up night. I was just trying to blow off some steam and shit, you know, so I went for riding the Bogl. I was just cruising all over, here, there, here. I stopped somewhere at 9 Mile. As soon as I got out of the car, I started walking. Bam, cops just converged on me in his car. 2 cops bust out. They got my head in the concrete, stomping my head, beating the shit out of me. This motherfucker's trying to like make fun of me and shit, ripping on me, calling me a faggot. So shit, I start ripping on them. 2 hours later, I'm in Warren City Jail, alright? I'm about to make a phone call. Call home. You have a collect call from the Warren City Jail. From Ron. I hear my dad in the background was like, Warren City Jail. Fuck. Like 20 motherfuckers walked into the courtroom, shackled. That was the second time I got arrested.
This is the area right here. One night, me and Carl went out on a sticker. I had stickers and he had, you know, big fat markers. And I had big fat paint pens, and we were just going around the area doing random throw-ups one night, and all of a sudden the next day it's in the fucking paper. As soon as that shit started getting like that, he was annoyed by it, and the more media attention he got, the more he wanted to just quit, you know, doing it all together. Like 20 degrees in January, this guy's riding a bike through fucking all the way to 8 Mile doing tags in the craziest places you've ever seen.
Get off the expressway. They take this service drive here because they're going right to this hood. This is the way to go. You're gonna make a right down the block. He's like, hold up for a minute, let me get out and hit this. He definitely doesn't live down this block because they would have went to the next one and turned down. No, go straight. Or he lives up that block, which I think is the case. So boom, here you are. This is why I think he lives on this block. Alright. Yeah, one of these doubles right here. You walk halfway up the block here, hit a tag. He always has that in his pocket, you know. Get a 40, get a blunt.
He felt the cops were watching him. and he came over to my apartment with a garbage bag about this full of sketches and, you know, just turtle scribbles on paper. And he had this point in his life where he was inclined to never do any more turtles. But then all of a sudden, he was actually real one day when he came over, and I kind of, you know, I thought about it, and I'm like, yeah, you know, maybe they are following you because maybe they know who you are, and they want to catch you red-handed, you know. When it hit the media, I knew that even though the whole reward thing to me seemed like a hoax, that nobody that he knew but knew he was the turtle that I knew of would churn him in for fucking $1,000 or even 10 grand. By him getting out there in the media and people wanting to know for real who is this guy and people being pissed off, he knew the cops would start, you know, taking more notice to it. I thought that was kind of paranoid when he was just joking about that.
I think we're entitled to respect the art form of urban kids. So I thought those guys who were complaining about it were kind of a bunch of stuffy old Republicans, and those are the kind of people we don't need in government anymore. The people who are complaining about it must never have had kids.
We have a whole bunch of people waiting for you.
Okay, if all of you could go in the front door.
How you doing?
Good.
Who are you?
You wanna know who the you wanna know who Turtle is?
You know who he is?
Summertime don't last long enough.
Turtle is where he lives, that's what he drives.
Is that right? I thought you were off of that MS.
I am.
Vacation, huh?
Officers from the 13th precinct gave us information on this guy. I guess they had him about a year ago. The guy's name is Ronald Schwartz, and he's one of those graffiti artists that's painting a turtle all over the city of Detroit on vacant buildings, overpasses, you name it, everywhere you can paint his graffiti. And it's come to a point where it's terrific. It's all over the place. The precinct where he conducts that, or the city conducts that, we'll turn him over there to detectives. They'll type a warrant, and Wayne County prosecutor will handle it from there. It should be pretty easy, but nothing's really easy. Generally, if it's a malicious destruction of property, which spray painting is, it's a misdemeanor. So we're going to try to catch him to do 1, 2, or 3, see how many he does, to show a continuing pattern.
And it has never filtered to our unit to go after someone who's been known to be a graffiti artist or whatever.
Have you done something like this before? Is this usual?
No. This is unusual. Yeah, you mean going after a graffiti guy?
Right.
No, yeah, never.
We'll set up on the house, on the car, and if he gets in the car, we'll follow the car to wherever he goes. We're going to try to locate him tonight, catch him in the act of spray painting. Tomorrow's supposed to snow. I don't think he's going to do it in snow, but who knows. We'll be out and about. We have 7 guys working.
If he doesn't come out or he doesn't move or whatever, or we don't have where he is, then there's nothing. But then again, it can be exciting.
Surveillance is, you know, you could be 90% boredom and 10% sheer excitement. Night 2, we're going to try to find out if we can locate him again in Hamtramck. The weather is supposed to change to flurries, snow, and sleet, so we'll see how it goes and progresses for the night.
I mean, I always said I was born to be a soldier, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I do, I'm a soldier. And Turtle's just one of the enemy on the list. It's not a personal vendetta against Turtle. He's just my target right now. So we'll lock him up. I want to lock him up. Now I'm ordered to find him, which we've done, follow him, which we'll do when he moves, and arrest him in the act, which we'll do when he does. I always find the best way to catch these guys is to think like these guys. So if I can pick up on his way of thinking, I'll catch him. Because you don't become the king of Detroit in graffiti and sit back on your ass for 3 years. We'll catch him within a week. We want to watch him paint his tag one time and let him just about finish it, and then we'll lock him up. So we want to catch him doing the turtle tag. I mean, if he does a dead crackhead tag, we'll have to let him roll. I mean, I hope I don't follow him and that's what he paints that night. I want him to paint turtle. I want to see turtle, so I can get him. We just have to be patient. We'll catch him.
I felt like the cops watching him put me at risk because I live in the same building. They might see us walking down the street together, going to the Bronx and getting a beer or some shit or whatever, you know. And it's like not really a guilt by association thing, but maybe they think I'm the turtle.
This is night 3. It's Friday, February 6th. We're going to try to locate him again tonight. Last night we had some inclement weather. Snow, rain, sleet, you name it. Wasn't a good night. Tonight, who knows? It's Friday night. Everything can happen.
On this Ruby right here at the brook and on this service drive.
Oh, they got this guy?
Hey, brother, is that the second car to go on the left lane? Negative. It's the first car in front of me.
So down and dirty means on the freeway.
Going around the curve here on Tisdale.
A lot of times we follow people, they never have any idea they're being followed. We switch off is what we call the eye, the person who's actually calling out the directions of whichever vehicle or person that we're following.
Yep, get one past me, 6 pounds. And that was the ramp, went through the ramp. Passing the pie factory on the right.
He's doing it 12, which is northbound on the street up there.
Doing it back 3 into a lot here. Looks like a bar. He went to that bar.
He's parked on Prentice, third car backed in.
I got him mounted up.
Oh, well, he just got in. He's that third car right over there, right against that wall over there.
Candle just came on. He might be going straight. Nope, wait a minute. Back away 3 on that first side street and I'm 10. Okay, I got him pulling it to the curve.
It was definitely an environment of fear where you looked at the papers, you read the articles, you seen how pissed off the prosecutor was. If they do catch him, he's fucking hit up. They're gonna hang him right on Woodward and Jefferson and strap him to the fist and let people throw rocks at him all day.
The curve down here at the can. I'm doing a ride by right now. Trying to see if he's still in it or not. I had somebody going in there kind of loosely fit that description, didn't have a hoodie on.
His name is Ronald Edward Shirts, white male, 26, DOB of 5'5", 77. He's 5'9".
Are we exactly sure if he went in this spot? I wasn't sure that was him. He was moving pretty quickly too. Handles of VA.
Oh, I see him.
And he's going to be away. Got his right hand out. He's going to do a 12 on the 101. Let's move it fast. Not here.
I don't see him either. I don't see him, Tango.
12 on that Wayne Drive. I'm looking for him. No, look-alike anyway. Anybody check by the bar?
Hey, DeVille will slide back by that bar.
You got it back there. I'm just pulling around the corner now.
He's back at his house. Him tramming.
Apparently, and I haven't seen this, but apparently he has either his current or former driver's license. I think it might be his former one, where when he signed his name, at the end of it he drew a little picture of the turtle that looks just like the graffiti images he's made all over the place. We may have a story that says we know who he is and he's a Hamtramck resident, but we're not going to name him because da-da-da-da-da. And then we're kind of putting the pressure on police and prosecutors, like, what are you going to do now? Like, they know who he is, they don't want to go stake him out, or they don't want to take the time, because they all say that he has to be caught in the act. At the time he was in school, there were turtles around that campus. They didn't know who he was, but once I talked to the spokesperson over there, she talked to the police chief, and he remembered that there were these turtles all over the place, and they thought it was gang related. I got him on the phone, and I said, I asked for Ronald, and he said, this is Ronald. I said, oh, is this Ronald Sr.? And he said, yeah. And I asked him, do you have a son, Ronald Jr.? And he said, yeah. And I said, are you aware that he might be the suspected graffiti artist who makes turtle images all over the city of Detroit? And he just said, look, I don't know what my son does. I haven't talked to him in a few years.
Here's a look at the headlines in tomorrow's Detroit Free Press. Find out who the turtle is and why he's painting graffiti all over Detroit.
Back here at home, I guess you could say the turtle has come out of his shell for this story. The man behind all of those turtle paintings on Detroit freeway overpasses and buildings is finally unmasked. He's 27-year-old Ronald Schertz from Hamtramck. The prosecutors say that they're just too busy to press charges right now, charges like destruction of property, but they say if they catch him in the act, then they'll surely bust him.
And a turtle of a different kind in Rhode Island, an unusually large shell washes ashore on a beach, but this 1,000-pound turtle has no head. His body also in pretty bad shape. Some believe the turtle may have been hit by a boat.
The search for the mysterious graffiti artist known for his turtles is over this morning.
People that hang around here pretty much know Carl because he hangs out, you know, from time to time here, but when we lived across the hall from each other, it was pretty much the same people that would be coming over and hanging. Like, they knew Carl, but most of them people I wouldn't just come out and be like, yo, this guy's the turtle. And then all of a sudden, the press and all that shit, and I started thinking about, like, who all have I really told that Carl's the turtle, you know? When that article came out a couple of days ago, they're like, I didn't know Carl was a turtle or whatever, and I was thinking that I told them or that they knew, so I really don't know how many people actually knew. But since the article came out, and it's pretty wide knowledge, you know, people still don't know it's Carl because they say, you know, Ronald's Schertz, and it's like, no one knows him by that. So people were kind of wondering why I was making a big deal out of it, and even a couple of my friends might have asked me if I was a turtle at one point or another. This is right when he started doing this style of the logo. We went to New York City for New Year's Eve years ago. Yeah, right. This is about as close as you're ever gonna get to a fucking live performance by the turtle. That's his whole attitude right there. Like, fuck it. Just a couple turtles on a dumpster.
Remember what to do, friends. Now tell me right out loud. What are you supposed to do when you see the flash?
The world has become a canvas. A graffiti writer's Atlantis expresses spoken word therapy stanzas. Hollow body mind over matter, crawl on the magnums. Bombing the city like a terrorist battling has-beens. Return of the B-boy. We're politically incorrect and still be first to grab all by the neck. From 94 to the yard, Detroit reps hard. Beautification of the city, paint cans and backyards. It's youth voice artistry. Magnet attracting the masses, even sparking discussions in college classes. Government sees in a different facets. They say it's destroying the city. I guess they need some bigger glasses. This is for the backpackers, not for Granholm or Kilpatrick. Graffiti put the D back on the atlas. Along with these lyricists never considered rappers. Uplifting the spirit of all the suburban slackers. We fuck